Four, three, two, one. Willising Live. What's up, everybody? DJ Anthony, Magnus, California, me, New Jersey. What's up, y'all? Vitamins C and D. What the hell are they? Why should we eat them? Why are they good? Don't forget, we're just two friends talking. We're not giving any medical advice. Okay, so Magnus, vitamin C.
Yo.
Okay, everyone touts it as immune system, this and that. You got a cold, take vitamin C. But well, I take vitamin C. It's good for us. It's water soluble. Am I correct in that, Magnus?
Yes, 100%.
Now, let's talk about that real quick. So, what does water soluble mean versus fat soluble? So, water. Now we're doing two vitamins here. Vitamin C is water soluble. Vitamin D is fat soluble. So, water soluble means what it says: goes into the water in your body and you piss it out. That's water soluble. But fat soluble means it gets stored in the fat, and that doesn't get pissed out as quickly or because it's in the fat. So you can overdose on anything, vitamin C or D. However, it's a higher odds of overdosing on fat soluble because it doesn't get washed out of the body as quick as something like vitamin C.
Yeah.
Am I correct in all that, Magnus?
Yes, 100%. Like overdosing water soluble is almost impossible. That's why, for instance, research when they have to, like, they're talking about a mega dose. Nobel Prize winner Linus Pauling was really into this. You basically that you go in, like, if you're an IV, because otherwise, like you said, you're not able to absorb that much, so right. It goes out. So that's why people say, like, oh, when you're taking a lot of supplements that are water soluble, oh, it's like expensive pee, you just piss it out down the drain, which is actually true in some cases.
Okay, yeah. Now vitamin C is used for many things, but predominantly our immune system. It helps fight off colds and viruses, bacteria. You can find them in citrus fruits. And I always say, try to get it from foods and fruits, not from pills and stuff like that. So you have your oranges, as you know. By the way, don't drink orange juice. Eat the orange. Yep. Orange juice is basically just soda without the fizz because it's been pasteurized and there's all the micronutrients have been cooked out of it and the fibers out of it. So you want to eat the orange, lemons, grapefruit, bell peppers.
Could I add something there? Yeah. Like also explain what that actually means. When pasteurize something means that you heat liquid up usually really, really fast and then cool it down quickly. What happens when we're heating things? Heat has a tendency to break down molecules. So, for instance, vitamin C is not a heat stable. So, if we heat it, it will be broken down. That what happens when you have we're talking about a juice, for instance, orange juice.
Right.
So what they do after that, since basically you killed off all the vitamin C, you have to add vitamin C back into it. A lot of the things that they're saying that, oh, it's supposed to be 100 milligrams, 60 milligrams per serving, whatever it is, like micrograms or whatever. I'm just like, I don't know exactly what it is, but most of the juice that you buy over the counter is not going to contain that. They usually, like, it's not. So you can't really trust the labels to 100% when it comes down to it. So that's why it's like you're saying, actually eating the full fruit is way better.
Exactly.
Or vegetable.
Exactly. Okay, so with that, so try to get it from the foods, right? And actually, I didn't know this. White potatoes have vitamin C. All right, big shout out to potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes. Potatoes as a whole has it.
That's funny. That's funny, right? Okay. Also, vitamin C helps your blood vessels and cartilage and muscles and collagen and bones. So big shout out to vitamin C.
Yeah. So for instance, scurvy. We had all the seamen back before, like when they were crossing the Atlantic and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's why, when we don't get enough vitamin C, our muscle tissue, it starts to break up. That's what scurvy is. So that's why it's important to get vitamin C. For instance, if you go after a surgery, things like that, or you have a muscle injury, I often tell people to supplement with extra vitamin C because it recovers. You recover things quicker.
Right. All right. Yeah. No. Excellent. Now, vitamin D. Vitamin D, we usually get from the sun. But you don't want to be out in the sun too much. And by the way, if you're going to get proper vitamin D, the best way is from the sun. However, you cannot put sunblock on your skin. You have to get the vitamin D with no sunblock. And so I would say don't expose yourself to the sun for more than maybe 10, 15 minutes without sunblock. Get the vitamin D and then put the sunblock on. Anyways, but vitamin D is important because vitamin D is, it helps us absorb calcium. And it's also reduces certain cancers and helps control infections and reduce inflammation. Again, which is an immune booster. So
Yep.
vitamin C and D are kind of cousins. And
And both for antioxidants, they're pretty much labeled as antioxidants, both of them.
Right, and you get them from now. There's only a few foods that naturally contain vitamin D, and that is fish, fatty fish like trout or salmon, tuna, mackerel, and liver oils or liver. Cod liver oil does also, and so those are the only places you can get vitamin D other than the sun. I take a vitamin D supplement, but
I can add something. You can actually get it from beef as well. If you actually have like a grass-fed and grass-finished beef, because they usually ends up in the muscle tissue, right? So also, so you can actually get some D3 from good beef as well.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Yeah.
And also you see that you also have milk is usually fortified with it, and you see a whole lot of other things that are fortified with vitamin D as well. Unfortunately, that is usually D2, which is not that bioavailable. So it's better to supplement with a D3 and also and also taking the vitamin K2 with it as well, because that helps absorbs it even better. So that's kind of a golden mix, D3 together with K2.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep.
So okay, we got to do a show on K2. So yeah, those are the two things. And
can I add some other things to that?
Yeah,
so vitamin D also, it's mental health. We have, it has been shown, that's why we have seasonal depressions. I'm coming from a country up north, Sweden. We do not see a lot of sunshine during our winter months, and of course the sun is in a position compared to Earth that the sun rays do not penetrate and bounce off our so we cannot basically create vitamin D during the winter months.
Correct.
So it's important to understand that as well. So I'm walking out in the sun, even if I'm living in sunny California during winter, it's not the right sun rays that hits me. So I should supplement with the vitamin D, even like closer. Like if you're living by the equator, you don't need it. But if you're living a bit away from it, yes, supplement with vitamin D, usually during winter months. Of course, the best way is going to get a blood test to see if you're deficient or not. But most people are, because even when we're out in the sun, you're just saying like we're wearing sunblockers, we're wearing clothes, we're wearing glasses, we're wearing hats. So we're not covering. Like we need to actually get enough vitamin D, you basically need to be close to naked and expose yourself to, like you said, depending on like if it's a good like cloudy day or not. The more clouds you have, the more you need to expose yourself. But sunny days, summertime, like you said, 10-15 minutes, more than enough, and not in the middle of the day, because that's when you're going to get burned. So
yeah,
it's important to know.
Yeah, you have to. And I know it's funny because my doctor was like, oh, you're vitamin D deficient. This is in last summer. And I was like, how's that possible? I'm out in the sun for 8 hours. He's like, well, you probably wear sunblock, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. He's like, yeah. So, we need to supplement more than likely.
Yeah.
But no, very good. I don't have anything else to say, Magnus. Anything before we sign off?
No, again, like I always say this, vitamin C is usually easy to get, like if you're eating some vegetables and fruits, because they're available everywhere in that way or form. It's always good to be on the top end to get more than the medium. Same thing with I think that like they're starting to look more research and increasing the amount when it comes to vitamin D, because too much vitamin D is poisonous. We can actually like get really, really sick with too much vitamin D. So, but they have shown that the level is actually, we can actually take way more vitamin D than what's have been recommended. And a lot of people, even if you take like over 10,000 IUs a day, it's not enough. And you might have to take that for like 6 months or so for you to actually fulfill and be up there. And like, it's better to not be on the low end. We want to kind of push it up, not on the high end, but we don't want to be just by the low end. We want to push that up a bit.
Well, check with your pharmacist.
Yes, and physician.
Pharmacist more than the doctor. Yeah. But anyways, or a healthcare professional. But Magnus, good as always. And that's it, everybody. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, take your vitamin C and D. perfectly naturally.
Can I add something? Now, when we have like 200 subscribers,
Well, we
now
got over 200, baby.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have hit that. Now we need to go to 300. So please share this show with as many people as possible. We want to reach out. Hopefully, we want to see more healthier people everywhere.
Yeah,
including you and your friends.
Yeah, and Magnus, we have also have about 30,000 views actually. So not only the 200 subscribers, but over 28,000 views. So that's a lot of viewing.
Yeah, it's good.
And we've been doing this now going on 3 years. So
yeah,
like
we're gonna continue.
Right, baby, singing, and we've been helping people out, man. Some people message me and call me and tell me, "Hey, man, thank you for doing the show, and thank you, Magnus, motivated me to do this or that." And oh, thank you, for watching. Yeah. So, and motivates us. So.
Yeah, friends from my end has also said the same. So even if it's a silence, like they don't maybe like or things like that, but at the end, we're not here for likes or subscriptions. We're here to help people.
That's right. Thank you. Well said, Magnus. I'm signing us off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bye.